And welcome back to what the heck is going on with my connection? Probably nothing. Probably everything. Who knows?
Is it a mystery, Scooby-Doo?
It's a purple forest mystery, Scooby-Doo.
Yay! And here we are about to stop use your encoder. But yes, I do believe that we are live. Of course, it's going to take a second for YouTube to catch up with us.
Yep.
But as of right now, it is showing us live. So, welcome back to part 2 of Earth's Gifts boss run number 2. We will be going after Cerberus. I fixed it.
Alright, we're at the desert spot. Chat, pick a direction. Or, Sadie, pick a direction. Up, down, left, or right?
Up, down, left, or right. We should Konami code. No, I'm teasing. Let's drop it low. Let's go south.
I hate to tell you this, but this tree formation is telling us to go the opposite way.
Oh, well. Tree formation of 3. And 1. So what you're saying is that even when randomly picking directions, I'm a terrible navigator? I'm mad at it. Just saying. Not mad.
Alright. Going to head right for a little bit, see if we can't find a treasure chest. Because we came here for the booty. But we ain't finding the booty.
Gotta hate that elusive booty, man.
Well, I found the way out, but...
Well, yay? To start? I do love the little oasis, though. It totally looks like you could just, like, pull up a lawn chair, get a drink with an umbrella in it. Mostly I just want a drink with an umbrella in it.
Okay, we're not losing anything if we go down to the next floor. Because it's... I think we got the Kenpo last time.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Ocean, this is the one that we want.
Mm-hmm.
We got a speed drink and a random encounter.
Woohoo!
Hopefully not a poisoning. He got an axe to the head.
You had to ask him a question?
Yep. And to quickly give people potions. And a potion from the chest. We're not getting much in the way of good booty in these.
Gotta hate it when the booty's bad.
Okay, we picked up another ether. And we got the red fang. And it casts fire when used.
Even better.
Maybe eventually we'll get the black, cowl and the, elven cloak.
I'm sure it'll turn up sooner or later, right?
Yeah. I mean, we've got 2 more times until I decide to burn this place to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we better get to it then.
Alright. We were going for Cerberus this time. Southwest
Yes.
room.
Southwestern.
We're just gonna save here. That's a mean looking puppy.
Oh, well. You'd be mean looking too if you were having a bad day?
And Josh almost got 1 hit.
Ooh.
That's why we always open up with slow.
Mm-hmm. Gives everyone a chance to, not die.
Alright, going to slap on a protect on everyone.
That's a good plan.
And then I'm gonna give haste to our, warrior friend here. I'm just gonna try fear. It missed, of course.
Yep. Now, Cerberus is, of course, referring to the three-headed dog that defends the underworld. Quite common in all things mythological or fantasy. You get it in Harry Potter. You get it in The Story of Hercules. Probably every D&D game ever at some point fights him. And almost certainly every RPG that's not set in space. I think I've even fought some space Cerberuses a few times. What do you think it is about a three-headed dog that seems to freak people the heck out?
Because it's the guardian of the underworld and all that. That's why they're afraid of it. That's why we see it so much. However, we're not in the underworld. We're just sort of in a cave.
That's how you get to the underworld, question mark? You know what the problem is? We're trying to apply logic to video games again. And we should just knock that the heck off.
Hi. That was a 2-shot. That was a 1-shot on 2 people.
That's not a good.
That's her second death?
Yeah. Wow. That is, do we have any rubber suits to absorb lightning? The party was defeated. Dun, dun, dun. It just kicked you right the heck out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright.
Not gonna walk that again, huh? Not blaming you at all. I wouldn't either.
I mean, technically it would let us get more, shiny stuff. But I think we're going to...
For the sake of those watching us stream, we probably shouldn't have them watch us stumble around a desert more than we need to.
Yeah, we're only gonna do, 4 on screen?
That sounds about right. I mean, again, as thrilling as this all is.
And just for the heck of it, I'm gonna see if... There we go, we defended against this Thunderbolt. But we're gonna see if we can't silence him, because his physical attacks are the ones I'd rather worry about.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Plus, ow.
Because taking 41 points of damage is better than taking, 100.
All of it.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense to me. Which is pretty remarkable since few things seem to make sense to me some days, so yay, go team. And it seems to be going not so bad this time.
And of course, status ailments do nothing.
Which is handy.
I guess this place has taught me that I should actually go pick up, no shock, because...
Ow.
Because even with protection from, thunder, that still sorta kinda hurt.
Yeah, it seems to be a little vicious there.
I like that the optional bosses aren't a pushover.
I like that, but I also like that they're not, Ruby Weapon or Ozma from 9, where, you can do everything right and it don't matter. Mostly I'm still slightly grudgy about Ozma from 9. I did not beat it, despite several attempts of what, on paper was, the exact strategy, but just that little bit of RNG makes it unwinnable sometimes.
Yeah, even with, the protections I had here, we still had a number of deaths.
Yep.
And of course, the warrior goes after the white mage.
Well, that's how that works, right?
Okay, it seems like when people die, they stay died. Which I'm not upset at, because this is just one of those fights that can either go well or go horrible, and it's going about average.
Fair enough. Not your worst, not your best.
Alright, he has no magic right now. later on, I like that, you know, all classes get, all but one class gets access to low-level either white mage or black mage spells.
And what's that one class?
Black belts going to masters. They do not get either spells. But their, you know, main thing is punching people's lights out. So
when you got that, what else you need?
right.
Makes sense. I mean, all things equal, makes sense.
I'm gonna try to recover the other two.
Looks good.
Nope.
Ooh.
Nope.
Wow. Well, dang, yo, dang.
Apparently, Josh is not allowed to stay alive.
You know, I think that's what his ex-girlfriend said.
That fight would have gone faster if the other people didn't stop to take naps.
Yeah. That's completely fair.
And now we can exit recover.
Try to figure out how to survive the next one.
Yeah, see, that was a 2 eye level, yeah, you know, 2 damage boost. Alright, let's go over here. Go over here, recover, heal, and hope that the dungeon actually plays nice with us.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Always has to be that one last random encounter.
This wasn't where they started the null spells at. Okay. Because I think it might be time to go invest in some of those abilities. I mean, I could wait until the warrior becomes a knight, but... and then we would be done with that dungeon already.
Yep.
And we gained about... we doubled our money in there.
But it makes sense that the optional dungeon would be, you know, tough for your level because you're going in to get things to make the next chunk easier. So of course they're going to make you earn it.
Ah, level 2 white mage. Over at Provoca. Time to go meet Binky the pirate. By meet Binky the pirate, I mean he's already dead.
Well, dang. Does everyone you go to meet, you know, end up dead so fast? Is that sort of your thing? It is, right? There's like a hitman outside. I'm gone already. I don't even know it, but I'm gone.
No, 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 no. Totally not, no.
Totally not no. You know, that's not, exactly comforting.
Alright, I picked it up for both people. I could use it. Is there any black magic that I just sort of skipped over?
All of it.
Well, since I'm here and I've got the gill and there's no real downside to picking any of those up, might as well. What do you think? Should I pick up Null, Fire, and Ice too?
That sounds like a good plan. I mean, we're gonna need them, right?
Clearly, because I did not expect to get, so, destroyed there.
And yet.
And yeah, it was like, two-headed dragon, we got this. Cerberus, he did things to our no-no areas.
So what I'm hearing is we got it, we got it, we don't got it.
We don't got it.
We don't got it.
We're looking for Elfenheim, which is right there. Melman is there. What does Melman have in terms of spells?
Let me take a look here for you. I'm like, yeah, I have something to do. Magic. Alright, let's take a look here.
Kira, Lai, Diaga, and Kirala. And then some black magic. I'm actually not looking for those. So Huygens, I don't want to deal with you right now. This isn't Final Fantasy 14 1.0.
This is not your thing, eh?
Not my thing.
Now, one thing to note is spells are cheaper in the remake than in the NES version.
But the NES version was meant to be, as they say, Nintendo hard, because that's how they kept you playing, was making it hard, and so if you tried to rent a game, you couldn't get past a certain point, then you would either just go buy the game or not play the game.
How do you feel about that?
There was some pretty decent games on the NES and the Sega Genesis that I think would have done better if there wasn't the rental scene for video games. Because unlike movies, which I think the studio got, a cut of it.
Yes.
I don't think, a Nintendo, or, Nintendo. It's mostly Nintendo if you think about it. Nintendo has always been,
Not a fan of this?
not a fan of it, nope.
True. Even now, there's streaming Nintendo games is a little fraught.
And if they keep burning their bridges, Nintendo is going to lose a whole bunch of business. And because there's other companies that are like, yeah, stream, we don't care.
Well, it's still, I think, some of the best ways to get some marketing out there. I know everyone comes for our startling financial analytics, right?
Yep. And I'm showing off the ability to actually discard magic. Now, of course, you can discard magic when you have magic of a higher level. So we can pick up Null Blaze, Null, Ice, and Null Shock, and just go, ha ha ha. Screw your, elemental spells.
Makes sense.
Which one do you think we should go after next?
That is tempting. I'm totally on the wrong page because I was looking up
Spells?
your magic. Yep. So, flipping back real quick to find the dungeons. The question is, do you want to get a dry ether or an X potion?
Well, a dry ether would let us go into dungeons without worrying about MP, which is slightly harder to actually restore than, HP, because you can't really buy,
In that case, we're going to go to the northeast room, and we're going to fight another old friend.
Are we fighting old friends from Final Fantasy III? Because it feels like we're fighting old friends from Final Fantasy III.
We are. We are finding mobs that normally you wouldn't find till about 3, but we've got a little loving shout out to them right here in Final Fantasy 1.
Well, in the remake anyway.
Well, yes, in the version we are currently playing.
Where is the item shop in Provoca? I just want to see what they have. I think what the list of items that we can't find in earlier shops is the ones on the PS3, or not the PS3, but the PSP version. Which I could have easily as played on stream. It's just, this is actually my favorite version of the game.
And there's a lot to be said for going with what you love.
Alright, we bought some normal others, even though they only restore, 30?
Sounds about right.
50 MP. And Turbo, I believe, restores all MP. And here we have me lost on the map, because that is my bag, baby.
Well, I mean, that's your thing.
And now, sitting here, I kind of want to make some of the Final Fantasy 1 towns in Minecraft.
I don't see why not. The trick is getting a big enough area to make them without coming back and having it, overwhelmed by Star Wars spaceships in 2 days, because Evan got 5 minutes of downtime.
I mean, yeah, I love that he can build anything on this server. It is just, waking up, logging on, and going to the spot, that you started to build, and look to the left, 35 blocks, and seeing a Star Destroyer. It's like,
And that's why I suggest drop a fence. The fence is the universal, this is my spot.
Oh, hey, look what it wanted to give us the first floor again. Let's see, first floor. First floor. What does the first floor have that we would want?
First floor, loot and booty features. Pulling it up now. High potion, remedy, spider silk, and white curtain.
of course, we saw how the blue curtain worked out for us. And we just find a white curtain right there.
There you go.
Wait, that could have been a... That actually has never been a treasure chest spot. But
The one directly, yeah, that one is a possible spot. We just, first time we found one there.
And now that I'm stocked up on, MP restoration items, I can throw around some more big moves.
Gonna bust your moves?
I mean, this group is great on AoEs. It's just, when it comes to physical attacks, it's mostly the word and, most of the damage. However, the Black Mage actually hits kind of hard with that weapon.
Oh, that's good. I mean, the more damage you can do, the better, right?
Alright, I'm at the first split, it looks like. And we will go left to see if there is actually a treasure chest there.
Okay.
Because, well, the first floor really doesn't contain too much.
There is a single treasure chest that can be hidden down that path.
We might as well loot all the booty that we can.
Absolutely. So, have you put any more thought to the where do the treasure chests come from? Is there some guy that randomly walks all these dungeons before you, just putting things in boxes and leaving them there, going, one day the chosen will come through and find all this?
Or maybe somebody was camping there and then they just sort of
Died
during the middle of the night, and they were carrying around a random chest. Then again, in some RPGs, having stuff to actually store your stuff like that is a thing.
Mm-hmm. And there's some where you actually do walk around looting dead bodies. I do think it would be a little weird to just randomly walk around and start looking for corpses, start rummaging through there, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, you're gonna get a rap for being the weird guy, is what I'm saying. And not just because you hang out with me, but that's not helping me. It's not. You hanging out with me in no way helps you to not be the weird guy.
I was always a weird guy, though.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Oh, hey look, I got poisoned. Yet again. Who saw me getting poisoned from a mile away?
Well, that is kind of your thing, right?
And it's always the same character, too. I forgot to heal up from the last fight. Run, you little sprites! Run!
Oh dear.
And there we go. A simple heal 2 spell. Patched up the party nicely.
Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry, my nose is slightly stuffy over here. I'm trying not to sneeze in your ears.
That's okay, the pollination has attacked over her too. I'm thinking anti-allergy med before bed.
Like, all winter, we're like, oh my god, we're freezing. Everything's dead, it's so sad. Now both of us are sitting here, we're like, okay, nature's attacking.
Everything is good until the nation attack.
Exactly.
And then they couldn't find the, anti-Smeed avatar.
Sure, we'll go with that. Only he can restore balance to my nostrils? What?
Yes.
Okay, one of us is weird. This time I'm not so sure it's me. Okay, fine. This time I'm not sure it's only me. Is that better?
Let's see if the insta-death ability, single target spell has a better accuracy. It has a cool animation.
Cool animations are good.
I think you miss out on a lot of the ability animations because it's one of those, well, a lot of the time these types of spells don't work, so I'm not going to use them. Like, when do you actually find an insta-death attack useful in a Final Fantasy game?
Only when it's being cast on me.
It's one of those... Really, game?
Because they seem to land much, much better when they're being used against me. It's one of those things, I think.
Or everything is immune to it.
Yep.
Except if you're Final Fantasy V, where the final boss isn't immune to it.
Yeah, I might have beat the game that way. In fact, that might have been, for a while, the Vanished Doom trick. I did a lot of that. I do remember it quite clearly.
And see,
Make it invisible. Now,
well, actually, I don't know which version of Final Fantasy VI we're going to play. Are we going to play the GBA where most of the bugs are fixed, or are we going to play the buggiest trick, but, has most neato tricks?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. Because I know when I did one of the buggy versions where the Vanished Doom trick could work on, like, almost every mob.
That would be the PS1 version, I believe.
Oh yeah, I milked the crud out of that. So. Now I'm pondering.
I mean, I guess what we could do is play the GBA version, but then either find a save, file on the internet, or play through the game again, which Final Fantasy VI is one of those games, and then show off some of the major bugs. Like, it was possible in the original Japanese release to warp yourself back to the world of balance from the other world by not killing one of the rats in the opera house in World of Balance and then dying to them in the World of Ruin.
That
There was
sounds...
no checking the code for that.
But you have to think about of all the random things to check the code for. I mean, that's how exploits get found as accident. And then, people go... Now we have the internet to learn about them like 5 minutes later. But back in the day, you'd be playing something and this totally random thing would happen. You'd be like, what the heck?
And then you would try to, recreate it at times because, like the Doom, Vanish Doom trick made a whole lot of the areas so much easier. Or leveling up. It took less time because you didn't actually have to put the effort into actually killing anything. However, that bug can bite you in the butt because if you fought like Doomgaze and you used it against him, you wouldn't get the summon that you would get from him for defeating him because the game would be like, he's not dead.
You cannot doom already doomed things. Which is a good life lesson to learn, right? But yeah, I do not know yet which version we want to play. I am down for whatever. If people have a, particular favorite. If they want to see the old school, Vanish Doom ways of doing things, we could do that. They want the, newer patched version that doesn't have that. So we're forced to, work a little harder. I'm okay with that too.
Okay. Do you want to fight Greg in another Final Fantasy?
I believe I need to fight him in all of them that he's in.
And then we need to play the Game Boy Advance version.
Alright, then you gotta pick.
And by then, you should be living closer by, and then we can just pass the controller back and forth.
You're just looking for an excuse to come over and get snackies.
That too.
Yeah. Yep, nope, I know hey.
Snackies and babbies and...
all sorts of good stuff.
Yep. Blue curtain. Vampire thing. Whole lot of good things. That's right. I got rid of the lower level Byra. But I can show off what the red thing does in battle.
Alright.
If the white mage gets a chance to attack. Protect drink. Which I will be using some of these in I guess I should actually use some of these drinks in the battles coming up.
Probably a good plan.
Speed drink, I think, uses haste in battle. If not, it might be a different formula that acts like a different haste, so you can stack them. And then we got a potion.
Well,
not the worst. But we're never gonna get the special equipment that's in here.
No.
Which I think we can use in battle to cast something.
What you're saying is you have life goals?
Yep.
Fair enough.
I forgot if you could use the Bard tunic in battle. We're about to find out. No.
Okay.
Okay, time to re-equip it to the Red Mage. Because there's some items later on that actually have spells attached to them, so you don't always have to have the Black Mage or White Mage use those spells so they can use it on other, you know, spells.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. And we are working our way back, slowly but surely.
Now, Final Fantasy III, on the other hand, is one of those cases that it could be either or for which one you play. Because while the DS version added a couple, added a bonus class to the game, you can no longer actually do some of the content in the game because the service for it was shut down. So they'd either have to play the PC version, which is buggy as frick, or just go with the NES version. And go very, very old school, 8-bit.
Well, I can handle old school 8-bit if you can.
I can. It's not as buggy as the first two Final Fantasy games were.
I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, but what you're calling buggy and old school, I called state of the art back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like the evasion, stat not working in a game where the only real way to, build up your character was to increase their invasion so they don't take as many hits. Yeah. I mean, that was still a problem in Final Fantasies up until 8.
But that was part of the fun. Does it do what it says it does?
Let's find out.
I mean, silly as it is, one of the things I love about Final Fantasy is that it is, especially for the time, ambitious and audacious. Let's take a D&D game and, put as many of those things as we can in a single player game and see how it goes. That's no small task.
And like I mentioned before when we brought up the NES version of this game, yes, it was great. However, there were things that didn't work or did the opposite of what it, says, and it just made the game way harder than it needed to be.
And that is fair as well. Because the last thing you need is the game to fib to you, but on the other hand, that is how it was played back in the day. You had to figure out if the game actually did the things it promised. Spoiler, often no.
Often no, yeah.
Or if it did, what else broke as a result?
Everything sometimes. A very big example, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Everything worked as it said on the tin, for the most part. Except when it came to your allies' protection against a certain, spell or status effect. Those would sometimes, when you got a party member, they would use the previous party member's resistances until you restarted the game. And then everything
That sounds mildly annoying.
Oh, and there was a resistance to silence, but there was nothing that could silence. However, I need to BRB real quick.
Okay. And here we are walking through the Earth Shrine with our lovely save. And data is now saved. Looks like our stream health is doing better. So, yay for that. Gotta love when the stream works. And it looks like Chibi's got to grab something real fast. Probably some water. Doing this for an hour or two, you start getting more than a bit thirsty. And we're just gonna hang out here for a moment.
Yep, Nardo's for home, so luckily...
making sure the dog didn't bark the stream yours off. Good choice.
Alright, I believe you were going to the northeast room?
Sounds right. Let me double check that real fast for you. Like, I have one job, right? You think I'd be better at it? You want to take on the northeast room.
But yeah, after this fight, I think it's stream over for a bit.
Yeah, it's getting a little late. Both of our voices are getting more than a little raw.
Yeah. Because this has been probably like 2.5 hours worth of... Nope, 2 hours. Train 2.
Of talking non-stop.
Yeah.
Yep. See the things we do for our fans? I mean, it's not like we, went out, got 2 pink tutus and went to the tattoo parlor, but still, above and beyond out here.
Oh, there's your insta-death moves!
You knew they were coming. I like how it looks like he just straight up tripped and landed on his nose. But yes, it is our old friend the Airmen. They are a Final Fantasy classic. They go all the way back through quite a few of the earliest ones. And here he is just looking all flappy-eyed. These really haven't changed much. It's still essentially a bat with a giant eyeball. Tail's the same, claws on the wings are the same. Sad little feet that don't do nothing's the same. Like, the colors have changed, but not much change in the actual design itself. Alas, since it is a mage, it has plenty to do.
We're just gonna restart that.
Okay.
Well, considering we only had our white mage up, and as we know, the white mage can't melee attack, and that, well, okay, it can do 2 points of damage. I don't think people want to sit here and watch us do...
Plink, plink, plink.
Plink, 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 plonk. Yep.
That's how you get a stream that's 2 hours long.
Oh, it can cure itself too.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Well, you said that, we would see more mobs that could, regen or cure. You were right. Would you like to go back to being less than right?
Occasionally, yes.
Well, that's it. Showing off the various parts of, the adventure.
I don't know if it can cast more than fire at us, but I'm going to attempt to throw various status ailments at it. I'm probably not going to hit with any of them because
it is a mage. Let's see. The airman's magic defense is a firm 100. It is the highest. Its regular defense is 50. Its agility is 30, which makes it one of the lowest agilities. Intelligence is sky high. Evasion is also quite low. So it looks like the way you want to come at this is basically pound it to the ground. Ooh. Yep, and here goes the airman continuing to be mean. Oh. He's making you work for that dry ether.
alright, time to science this up.
Oh.
I'm just curious to see if any of the status effects will actually
Stick
stick.
that 100% magic defense, man.
And we're just gonna restart here.
Oh my.
Alright, looks like we're gonna need more than one guide for this.
Do you have the ability to silence?
I do, I've been trying.
But it's not no item that does it.
No item that actually sticks. Silence on that I have right now.
Well, let's see now. Note, all bosses are strong against everything and weak against nothing. Oh. That is just so helpful of a tip there, isn't it?
Alright, it's... Here comes the insta-hit, insta-kill. I have nothing to protect against that right now.
Ooh. Yeah, that earthquake. Missed everybody, so...
No frost.
Is Reflect an option? I know some of the early ones you can cast Reflect on yourself and bounce spells back.
Nope.
Yeah. This is the point where we realize that I'm like an encyclopedia of Final Fantasy moves. That self-heal is not helping either. Let me see what I can do.
Its physical attack is weak, so...
Yep.
I have to take a gamble and guess what it's going to use.
Ooh, that's not nice at all.
It wants to stick with Cure.
Oh no. That is not a good. I'm looking online to see if I can come up with any other ways that suggest. It resists fire, ice, and blizzard, and thunder. Keep your physical attackers using attack. Have your white wizards use first Null Death, Null Shock, Proterra, and Invisira. After that, keep them using Heal Again full life. As for your black wizards, stick to them hasting and tempering physical attackers. And you really only got one physical attacker. But that is the accepted strategy for this one.
I didn't think I got him stuck in an AI loop. But apparently I've got
Do you
him...
think he's just... Well, the good news is he's not killing you. did you break it?
I don't know.
I'm not sure either. I mean, you are doing damage to him.
Yep, it's just, RNG is, you know, not rolling high on those, damage rolls for me.
You actually seem to be doing okay. Yeah.
Okay, taking a gamble with this next set of,
Moves.
actions.
Alright.
Okay, good. Of course he would go first. What the heck is up with this?
Well, if nothing else, little Res Angel is kind of darn adorable. And...
And we're back to this.
Ah.
And we're back to that.
Yep. I am not wholly sure here. This is one of those where it seems like you're doing everything, you know, the suggestions suggest.
Oh look,
Have you...
Earthquake is gonna kill him.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Do you have null death?
Nope.
Alright, I think that's what you need to pick up then to make the Earthquake not Earthquake.
And this is the one that's guarding the, Mega Elixir, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Note the Mega, the Dry Ether level.
I have to go, so...
Okay. Not a problem. We should pick this back up here. Party was defeated. Let's pick this back up and we'll go off screen, get the spell we need, and then we'll come back.
I don't know I don't know if we can pick it up at this level yet.
Yep. We'll figure it out. We'll do some research and come back.
You guys don't burn anything down while we're gone.
Yeah, we did defeat Cerberus, which was what we were going for, though. So, I'm still counting this one as a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Always on the brain. Cheers. Bye-bye.